which I'm sure most of you are here for, let's see what's in the news today. So, in Jeep's world, that is my world, a lot of strange things go on. Strange inventions, and the what and the like, and the hello, Usu, welcome! Hey, Fig, the couple's here, welcome! Great to have you, lovely to see you too. Oh dear, Fig, you're abusing your... do you want me to take away your moderation powers, buddy? Usu is a good person, okay? As far as I know, at least, but you know her better than I do, but... I know you're just messing around, Fig. I know. Okay, so let's see what's in the news today. Well, everyone wants to create devices, utensils, that and the whatnot, to feed their children. Make sure kids eat better, safely and soundly and all that. The latest invention in the feeding foods market, to children that is a fork with an AI intelligence, so to speak, that whenever it sees edible food, the child doesn't have to use a lot of force, right, into cutting people for a living. Anyway, the fork itself will go right into the food, right? But it's not sharp. It won't hurt the child's hand. It softens itself, and then it sharpens itself when it goes into the food, and the child can feed themselves without hurting themselves. So if they poke too hard or anything, or poke anybody, it won't be a problem. The fork recognizes what is food for the children. Its programming is to defend children and to feed children food and to get sharp and just go right for the stab. Even if the kid's not strong enough, it'll stab the food automatically on its own. Now, it sounds like a good idea in theory, in principle, in idea. The problem with this is, well, AIs tend to go awry. And this AI in question for the fork ended up identifying foods everywhere and started stabbing the foods on its own. So, as long as, like, within, I don't know, a few meters of edibles for children, or just edibles in general, it would stab the crap out of it and look for a child to feed. And then it started to put together and learn, and it realized people are food, but not children for some reason. So the kids were safe, but it started poking at teenagers and adults and trying to stab them and poke them and feed them to the kids. So there's people, grown-ups all around the place running with forks sticking out of them. AI forks. And obviously that I know was banned and taken off the shelves, but that was quite an incident right there. Woo! This is why you don't want to automate taking care of your kids. You know, just be there for them. Oh my goodness, was it bloody. Ooh, those forks, they really wanted to feed those kids anything they could eat. So let's go on to a little bit happier news. Well, okay, I don't know if so much is happier, but there's a place called Bouncy Land. It's called Bouncy Land because whatever goes on them bouncy blankets goes up, and it never comes the fuck back down. It's an easy way to launch things into space, but the trajectory's all fucked up, and honestly, it's just not worth the trip. Because if you won't die from leaving the atmosphere, you're going to die in space. And if you don't die in space, you're going to hit one of the millions of moons that surround my planet, and you'll just go splat in the millions of one of those moons. It was a real letdown for the Mafia when they realized that the Bouncy Land was no longer a well-kept secret. Because they used to keep bouncing corpses up into space. But now it's surrounded, there are camcorders, so you can't make use of Bouncy Land. Unless you just want to, fuck around and die. But I believe they're trying to fence it off and stuff like that, so people don't do that. It's real dangerous, Bouncy Land. It's a real place in Jeep's world. You'll die. It'll be the last bounce you'll ever take. Going on Cloud 9, going up right into heaven. You want to go to heaven? Bouncy Land's the way to do it. Okay, so those are some really screwy, rooey, wooey news. Let's go into the nice news today. It was recently spotted in my world. This is not news for you viewers who are coming here, but this is news to the people of my world. See, the people of my world, I am also broadcasting this to, my Jeep's world. And they don't know this, but an Alicorn was spotted. Yes, mysterious, unknown, seems very puffy and cute, and we don't know. Here's the thing, though, people of my world. This Alicorn in question may just appear on Jeep's show. I captured the Alicorn. Okay, no. She graced me with her presence. I have no power against the Alicorn community, and she is going to be the guest on the show. So, I tried to act bigger than I really was, but I'm really just a small-time Jeep. And that's it for the news today!